Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful world. Welcome back to my channel. I am librarian Ashlee Renise. No, I'm joking. I'm not a librarian, but I'm in librarian mode, okay? I'm Ashlee Renise, and I thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the top 3 books that I would suggest for you to read in the year of 2022 if you are looking to heal, grow, and be productive. Now, I know the new year is usually when we examine our habits and we try to increase on those habits that are good for us. And we all know that reading is one of those habits. Reading expands your mind, it expands your knowledge, it expands your perspective, and it allows you as a person to expand. So with that being said, let's get into those books that you gonna read. And it's not a lot, it's just 3 books, so it's not this long book list that you need to get, but I do believe that if you are looking to heal, you are looking to grow, or just simply be productive and get things done, these are the books that you need to read. Our first category is healing, and my number 1 book recommendation, you guys are not gonna believe this, is The Mountain Is You. I know. You have heard about this book so much. If you're on TikTok, then you've seen this book everywhere. I remember I was seeing it everywhere and I was like, I ain't getting that book because everybody has that book. Everyone is talking about that book. There's too much hype around that book, but it's worth it. I promise you. The hype is worth, or should I say, it's worth the hype. Either way, it lives up to the hype, okay? So The Mountain Is You is a book about self-sabotage. It's a book about literally getting out of your own way. And as the title suggests, it's a book about recognizing that the only mountain, quote unquote, that we have in our lives that we need to overcome is ourselves. I believe that this would be like the first book that I would recommend you to read if you are really on that journey of just becoming the best person that you can be, because it deals a lot with some of the regressive thoughts that we have, the thoughts that I say regressive, persons would probably say thoughts that keeps us stagnant, but I don't believe in stagnation. I believe that stagnation is regression. If we're not progressing, then what are we really doing? You know what I mean? So it really tackles those regressive thoughts that we have as humans and as persons when it comes on to us really just being happier and living our best lives. The book also teaches how to listen to your own voice and how to truly trust your gut. We hear that term a lot, but the way the writer, the author, the way she delves into trusting your gut and what it really means to trust your gut, it was mind-blowing for me. I've never seen it explained that way. And I think that if you pick it up and you read it, you're gonna really start realizing, oh, this is what it really means to trust my instincts, not this. Another major point in the book is that it teaches us how to use the inevitable resistance in life to actually grow and to actually become better and get what we are going after. Resistance in life is inevitable. And not only that, the way our brains are programmed, the way God made us, is we need resistance to truly live. If we live a life without resistance, then it is gonna be a boring life, right? It's just that the resistance that we face on a day-to-day basis may not be the type of resistance that we want. But in the book, she really does teach how to use that resistance, that inevitable resistance, to allow yourself to grow and to actually achieve what it is that you're after. Ultimately, the main lesson from this book is it teaches you how to trust yourself again. A lot of the reason why we don't get to where we want to get to is because we don't trust ourselves. And I think that that was a major point in this book, and that's why I put it on the healing list, the healing category, because I feel like if we can heal from whatever it is that we've quote unquote done to ourselves to allow ourselves to not trust ourselves again, we can start trusting ourselves. And once we start trusting ourselves, we learn our own voice, and ultimately we will start making sure that we're doing things that will lead to a life of love, happiness, joy, fulfillment, and get out of our own way. Category number 2 is the category of growth. My book recommendation for this category, my number 1 recommendation, is The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. If you've been on this channel, you've heard me talk about it. If you have followed my book reads over on Instagram when I used to do them, you've probably heard about this book because we actually did it in our book read once. The reason I speak about this book so much is because the concepts that are taught in the book, the concepts that are revealed there, it's so simple but so profound. And I feel like once you grasp those concepts, you can't help but grow. So if one of your goals for 2022 is to grow into a better version of yourself, I would definitely recommend to pick up this book. So the main concept of the book is that we all have an upper limit, and an upper limit is the threshold of good feelings that we allow ourselves to feel. And this sort of is one of the reasons why we don't grow as human beings, is because we know that if we do grow, we're gonna end up hitting that ceiling of our upper limit or surpassing it, and we haven't trained ourselves to feel those good feelings. So what do? We just don't grow. We stay stagnant, or AKA regress, so that we never hit that ceiling. Another thing that I really loved about this book is it explored the concept of or zone of genius. And basically that is the zone where you are completely happy doing what you are doing. This is what you were made to do. Some may call it purpose. But whatever it is, he calls it zone of genius. And I really loved that, because I feel like what he then does is he outlines a path to getting to your zone of genius, finding what it is. And then he also outlines some ways to get there, and when you get there, to actually stay there. And for me, for this book, I feel like it was the best book to truly help you unlock your full potential. I love to say that because it's such a nice phrase, because it just sounds so infinite, and of course as human beings we are finite, but your potential is not, right? So I feel like this book captured that essence of unlocking your full potential and growing into who you were ultimately meant to be. So again, if one of your main goals is to grow in 2022, then pick up The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And we are at our last category, and that is productivity. Now, I just want to give a quick definition of what productivity really is. Productivity is getting things done efficiently. Period. I have seen a lot of books on productivity. I have read a few because I don't know, productivity, it isn't my favorite category to read, just saying. So I have seen the books and I have read the books, some of them. Now, I find that a lot of productivity books, they like to talk about mindset a little bit too much. At the end of the day, to be productivity means you got things done in an efficient way. And my number 1 book recommendation, if that's what you're looking for, getting things done efficiently, is a book that isn't so popular, and I don't know why. It's called The 12-Week Year. The author teaches this concept of, instead of looking at your year as 12 months, to look at it as 12 weeks. We all know the phrase, the quote that goes around. They credit it to Elon Musk, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it was him that originally said it, but I guess he made it popular. And it goes something like this. If you give yourself 30 days to get something done, it will take you 30 days to get it done. If you give yourself a week to get something done, it will take you a week. And that's the same concept that the book follows, where we give ourselves too much time to do certain things, And instead of actually just narrowing down, making a plan that works, things that we're gonna do on a monthly basis, then break it down to weekly basis, then break it down to daily basis, we find ourselves being a lot more efficient and a lot more productive. So in this book, he teaches how to plan in a way that actually get things done. And he also sort of just shows you a plan that actually works. And it's very easy to tweak for whatever your goals are, whatever your vision is for those 12 weeks. But yeah, it's like, it was gold. I found it last year, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't use it as much as I should have, but really, really good. And I know in the beginning I was saying a lot of these productivity books, they focus a lot on mindset, and he does speak of mindset a little bit in the book, but the actual work that you end up putting behind, you know, making your plan and getting whatever you're trying to get done within those 12 weeks creates a mindset shift. It creates a huge mindset shift in what is actually possible in a certain amount of time, because we usually look at our goals as, oh, I have a whole year. So if January starts, or let's say it's March now, and I'm like, yeah, I still have 9 months. And it's probably a goal that you could have completed within 12 weeks. But because we didn't plan, because we didn't think it was possible, we didn't even try, and so it didn't get done. Whereas with this book, I find that it really, really helps to kind of just shift gears a little bit when it comes on to our mindset in what we can get done in a certain amount of time. So if you are looking for a book on how to actually get things done, I'm not talking about the fluff. I'm not talking about the, hey, we can be productive because we want to be. No, I'm talking about a book that actually shows you how to get stuff done step by step by step. This is a book for you. This is literally, he calls it 12-week year. I call it Productivity for Dummies, because it helped me get my butt into gear and get things done the right way. All right, my loves, so we have come to the end of the video, and those 3 books are my top recommendations for the categories of healing, growth, and productivity. I would definitely highly suggest for you to get these books, but if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. I'm mad at it. I am mad at it. If you have a book that you believe is a must read for this year, go ahead and comment down below. As I said, I really do love to read, so I wanna hear what y'all got to say. I wanna hear some of your recommendations. So comment down below. Share this video with a friend who they're looking for some book recommendations, and you know that either one of these categories is something that they're looking to grow in. So go ahead and share that video with them. You know, share the love. But again, thank you so much for joining me. It has been a pleasure being here with you. I am Ashlee Renise. Subscribe, like the video, share the video, comment, and guess what? I'll see you in the next video. Bye.